And what do you find are the go-to most useful tools to ensure that you can work well with, let's say, the development team and the stakeholders?
Yeah. So for me, I'm a big fan of visualization. Okay, so visualization tools, if you look at tools like Miro, for example, I'm a big fan of mind mapping, and I use particularly Xmind. There's Xmind Cloud also, so you could use that. So I think the most popular one you would probably find today is Miro. Where it's a collaborative space. You visualize. Sometimes it's easier if you have a whiteboard, and if you're in a co-located space, for example, just to go over to the whiteboard and jot down some ideas or jot down a flow, for example. But I find it as useful to do that on Miro. My teams would definitely vouch for me when I say the first thing I do is I open up a mind map or a Miro, for example, and I would talk them through a particular flow, or even have a discussion and hear their thoughts and put that down. So that's the first one that I see. The other one that I look at is tools like Confluence, for example, more collaborative type tools. More, even if you look at using the Google Suite, for example, Google Docs and that real-time sort of like updating and sharing, making comments, and then adding to a single document or a single workspace, for example, and making sure that the team is also collaborating and creating a space for everyone to contribute towards. And then, if you go deep down into Agile, then obviously you'd find the likes of the Jiras and the Azure DevOps, for example. And making sure that those tools are used optimally, right? And when I mean optimally, is not just to put your user stories in there, but basically to also gather a lot of metrics out of that, right? And the metrics tell a lot more behind what's actually happening. Whether that is pulling together dashboards and putting together filters for various criteria. Whether it's on a release basis, tracking defects, tracking bugs, those type of things. So. That's, I would say, the three main go-to type of tools from a remote perspective, and encouraging the usage of that.
Check out my other videos where we explore our real-world experiences of different subjects around QA and agility, from test-driven development to the importance of including everyone, including QA, in retros. Thank you.